the sketch. This can be any cross section. Yeah, are you there? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir.
And is the sketch clear on the board?
It's a bit blurred, sir.
Yeah?
It's a bit blurred, sir. It's not that clear.
Now?
Somewhat, sir. Like
Huh?
the road you can see, sir. You cannot see that right side what you drawn.
Or this one you cannot see, delta?
Yes, sir. You cannot see that.
Oh, this you cannot see. Okay. Oh, then shift Now can you see? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right. So let's start with design for impact strength or impact loads, right? Impact strength or impact loads, right? Okay. So before we derive the expression for impact strength or impact stress, okay, so we need to understand what is strain energy. Do anyone know about what is strain energy? Anyone? Any idea about strain energy? Okay, anyway, yeah, please look here now. I have a member which is subjected to axial load P. So don't worry whether it's circular cross section or rectangular cross section. So I have a member subjected to axial load P. Because of loading, what will happen to the member? This is going to deform by a distance delta. Okay, fine. So the energy, the load, that is because of the load P, the energy will be stored in the member. Okay, so the energy of strain is stored in this member because of the applied load P. And when I plot load versus deflection, this is P and this is delta. Okay, it is like, you know, stress strain diagram, but instead of stress and strain I have taken load and deformation. So when you plot that, you are going to get a curve something like this, correct? And then up to elastic limit if I take, so this is the elastic limit that I am going to get. Okay, now as I said, when the member is subjected to axial load, okay, the energy will be stored in the member, and that energy is called strain energy, represented by U. It is also called resilience or strain energy. Okay, it is called strain energy, or it is also called resilience. This is the first thing. The energy absorbed by the member because of the applied load P is called strain energy or resilience. How this is given? Okay, by equation. So when I plot plot a graph between load versus deflection, this is what I am going to get. And the strain energy absorbed by this member because of the applied load is given by area under the triangle. Say I call it as maybe OAB. Okay, so the area under the triangle is what the strain energy absorbed by the member because of the applied load. Okay, so therefore U is equal to half base into height. This is the area of triangle, correct? So that is given by half P into delta. Okay? And now, from mechanics of materials knowledge, we know the deformation for an axially loaded member is given by what? Is given by what? What? Delta for an axially loaded member is given by? Can anyone tell me? Yeah? I expect somebody. Are you there? Are you able to see and hear me?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to see and hear me? Someone please answer. Otherwise, I assume there is nobody there.
Yes, sir.
Yeah? Sai Sumant, are you? Ajay?
Yes, sir.
Sir, is it final length minus initial length of the shaft?
Yeah, right. Okay. So delta is given by PL by AE. This is what the deformation for an axially loaded member is given by. Now what I do is I substitute this delta is equal to PL by AE into this expression. So what I am going to get is U is equal to half P into P by A into L by E. Now this P by A is nothing but sigma, correct? So that is nothing but stress sigma. So therefore U is equal to half sigma P into what I am going to get is L by E. Now what we can do is multiply and divide by A. Multiply and divide by area A. So therefore, U is going to be equal to half sigma P by A into L by E into A, because there will not be any change in the value, or they okay. So therefore, A is there, multiply and divide by A, and then again P by A is again stress. So therefore, that's going to be half sigma square into AL by E is what I am going to get as strain energy or the resilience. Rewriting it, U is equal to sigma square by 2E into A into L. This is the equation for strain energy or resilience. It is the energy absorbed by the material of the member because of applied load P. And that strain energy is given by area under the triangle AOB. That is essentially half base into height is the area of the triangle. That is half P into delta. And delta for an axially loaded member, you know it is given by PL by AE. Substituting delta is equal to PL by AE in the above equation for resilience, we are going to get something like this. Load by area of cross section is nothing but stress.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So this is Charishma. Where does that, where when you substitute it P by A, you get sigma, and there is another P there. Isn't it supposed to be P square by A? Where does the half P?
No. This is there. This is area of triangle, half base into height, correct?
Yes, sir.
Half P into delta. Are you there?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
This delta is nothing but PL by AE. This we have learnt in our MOM, correct? For an axially loaded member, deformation is equal to PL by AE. Do you know, or you want me to explain that?
No, sir. I know that.
Stress is P by A. Strain is delta by L. Okay. So therefore, Young's modulus is stress by strain. Okay. That is sigma is equal to P by A. Epsilon is equal to delta by L, and we know Young's modulus is given by stress by strain, that is equal to P by A divided by delta by L. So therefore, delta is equal to cross multiply. What you are going to get is PL by AE. Okay, this is how you are going to get delta is equal to PL by AE. After that, I substitute PL by AE here, correct? There is one P, okay, Karishma. There is one more P.
Yes, sir.
P in P is there, P square. Okay, but what I have used is this P by A, I have replaced it by sigma, stress. And there is one P that is left out as it is over there. Okay, now I do multiply and divide by A because it does not change the value. So when I do that, I have one P there, I divide by A, that will give me one more sigma, and I have this A there, that will give you A into L. Got the clarity?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And here A into L represents volume of the member. Okay? Volume of the bar. Is that okay? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
And what
Yes, sir.
is, what are impact loads? They are the suddenly applied loads, are called impulsive loads, or when the load is applied at an appreciable velocity, we call such loads as impact loads. Stress induced because of such impact is called impact stress. Fine? Are you okay? Are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Please note down few lines before we get into this. Please note down. Suddenly applied loads are called impulsive loads. Impulsive loads. Suddenly applied loads are called impulsive loads or impact loads. The stresses produced by them are called impact stresses. Full stop. Impact stresses are produced. In a machine by application of load with appreciable velocity. Full stop. If a body of mass m moving with a velocity v meters per second, the second body the second body receives an impact energy, receives an impact energy, receives an impact energy which is equal to, can anyone answer me? What will be what it is equal to? So there is a mass moving with a mass of m, moving with velocity v. When that hits another body, the second body will receive an energy equal to. Can anyone tell me what that energy will be equal to? Yeah, can anyone tell me?
The kinetic energy of the moving body.
Excellent. Okay, that is kinetic energy given by half m into v square. Correct? Are you there? Because a moving body possesses kinetic energy. When it is suddenly impacts another body, the second body will receive an energy equal to whatever the first body possesses. That is nothing but half m into v square. Okay? Please write that. Please write that. Impact energy which is equal to kinetic energy of the moving body given by half m into v square. Given by half m into v square. Okay? Finished? Take next line. Strain energy. Take strain energy. Strain energy. Strain energy. Strain energy. Please note down these two sketches only. Okay? Note down these two sketches. You got to make it fast and say yes, then it will be little faster. If you keep quiet, then it's going to be difficult because I can't judge whether you have completed or not. Someone please say, someone be active and tell me whether you have completed. Note down this sketch and this sketch properly. Zahir Hussain, are you there? What's your ESN, I say? Zahir Hussain?
1BY 18ME 411, sir.
1 second. 1BY
18ME
18ME
411.
411. Okay.
Yes, sir.
From when you have started coming?
So I'm attending the last 3 classes, sir.
Last 3 classes. You are there for all the 3 or only 1?
No, sir. I have all the 3 classes, sir.
Yeah, finish noting down the sketch. Only sketches you write down and hold down. Finished that, Tarun?
Yes, sir.
Vipan, yeah. Yeah. Now please take down in your notebook. When load is gradually applied, to the bar, as shown in figure, as shown in figure. As shown in figure. Comma. It produces a deflection delta. It produces deflection delta. It produces deflection delta. This produces a deflection delta. Full stop. Within elastic limits, within elastic limits, within elastic limits, within elastic limits, deflection delta is proportional to applied load. Deflection delta is proportional to applied load. Deflection delta is proportional to applied load. And is a straight line denoted by OA. And is a straight line denoted by OA. And is a straight line denoted by O to A. As shown in figure. As shown in figure. Next line. Next line. The work done by the load, the work done by the load, the work done by the load, the work done by the load is stored in the member, is stored in the bar. You can take, be stored in the bar. The work done by the load P is stored in the bar, is stored in the bar, is stored in the bar, and is called strain energy or resilience. Please understand this strain energy very well, because the same concept is highly used in the finite element methods in your next semester when you study the subject finite element methods. Strain energy is the most basic part you should know. So for that, here you need to understand what is strain energy properly. It is the energy stored in the bar because of the applied load and is called strain energy denoted by U. And it is given by area under the triangle, okay, OAB. Area under the triangle OAB. Okay, and note down the remaining. Note down the remaining derivation. Once you complete, let me know, okay, that you have completed. Then we'll move further to derivation of impact stress. If you are finished, let me know.
Answer.
Finished, huh? Third. Chinmay, Vipan Singh, Vijay Kumar, Avasti, Karishma, complete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Fine. So here, A into L represents what? Area into length will give you what?
Volume.
Volume. Because A is meter square, L is meter, meter square into meter will give you meter cube. That's nothing but volume, right? So please note that where A into L represents volume of the bar. Where A into L represents volume of the bar. Next, note down. Derivation for impact stress. Derivation for impact stress. We are going to, that is, derivation for impact stress. We are going to derive expression in the form sigma I is equal to sigma 1 plus root 1 plus 2h by delta. This is the equation that we are interested to derive now. Are you able to see whatever I have written there? Are you able to see? Okay. Clear, huh? Clear? What I have written? Clarity is there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So here sigma I represents impact stress. Sigma represents the static stress from basic equation of load by area of cross section. This H represents height of fall and delta represents static deflection. That we'll understand now. Now please see here, don't do anything. Keep watching the screen. I take a member, okay? And for this member, I drop a load W from a height H. Okay, what I have taken is, I have taken a member, I am dropping a load W from a height H onto this member. What will happen to the member now? What will happen to the member?
Double compression.
Yeah, it is subjected to deformation. Okay, so it may deform to the distance because of impact, because we are putting the load, we are supplying the load at a velocity. So therefore, the deformation we call it as impact, deflection due to impact. Okay, and the body which is falling possesses potential energy given by mg into h. Do you agree with me? A falling body possesses potential energy in the form of mg into h. So for this case, this mg I am going to replace it by w, and this h is going to be h plus delta I. That is the potential energy possessed and by the body which is falling from a height h. H is height of fall, please remember. It is not cross section, it's not thickness, it is the height of fall in this case of impact stress. Alright, now recalling the strain energy concept that we learned just now, the load W is falling on the body and this body will absorb, okay, will have the energy stored in it, okay, and that energy is called strain energy given by what? What is the equation for strain energy? Sigma square by 2E into AL. Is that okay? That is the strain energy absorbed by the member because of the applied load W. Correct? Correct? This is the strain energy absorbed by the member because of the applied load W. And then the potential energy possessed by the body is given by W of H plus delta I. This is the strain energy absorbed by the member because of the applied load W. So therefore, for equilibrium, okay, these two are equated. That is sigma square by 2E into AL is equal to WH plus W delta I. Okay, why I have taken sigma I here is because this stress is because of the impact of W, because it is dropped from a height. There is going to be a velocity for the load, so therefore the stress induced in the member is called impact stress, denoted by sigma I. Are you with me? Are you with me? Are you with
Yes,
me?
sir.
Yeah. Now, further simplifications we are going to carry out. Now, multiply and divide both sides by 2E by A into L. When I do that, this is going on the left hand side, sigma square by 2E into AL into 2E by AL on the left hand side. That is equal to W into H, or I write it as 2E WH divided by A into L plus, then again 2E W delta I by A into L. Is that fine? Now, so your 2E and 2E gets cancelled, AL and AL gets cancelled on the left hand side. So what we are going to have is sigma square I, and now here this W by A, I replace it by sigma, and again here I am going to replace W by A by sigma. So when I do that, what I am going to get is 2E into sigma H by L plus, here what do I get? 2E sigma into delta I by L. I mean L, no? Into L. Are you there with me? Are you there? Okay? Fine. So,
Yes, sir.
please note down. Before we go to further simplification, please note down. Please note down the sketch, or let me finish the derivation here. So what I have here is delta I. Okay. So this delta I is given by what? PL by AE. Okay. And this PI, that's P because of impact, WL by E or P by E. Either way, P or W, I use alternatively, so don't worry about that. So here I take as W only. So this I can replace it by sigma, because W by A is against us because of impact. So therefore it's going to be sigma I into L by E. So I put that value of sigma I L by E into this expression. What I am going to get is sigma square I is equal to 2E sigma H by L plus 2E sigma into sigma I into L by E, and I have L here in the denominator, so that L is going to be there. So L and L gets cancelled, E and E gets cancelled. What I am going to get here is 2E sigma H by L. Again, this sigma E, sigma E by L, I replace it by delta. That of course I will do it later anyway. 2E sigma H by L plus 2 sigma I. Now what I am going to do is I take 2 sigma I to the left hand side. So what will happen? I will get sigma square I minus 2 sigma sigma I is equal to 2E sigma H by L. Okay. Now I add sigma square on both sides. That is, add sigma square on both sides. What I get here? Sigma square I minus 2 sigma sigma I plus sigma square is equal to sigma square plus 2E sigma H divided by L. So what does this is going to be? Sigma square I minus 2 sigma sigma I plus sigma square. What it's going to be? What it's going to be?
minus sigma
Yeah.
whole square.
Yeah.
Sigma I minus sigma whole square.
Sigma I minus sigma whole square is equal to, here I am going to take sigma square as common. So sigma square into 1 plus, what do I get here? What do I get here? 2E H by sigma L. Am I correct here? Am I correct there?
Yes, sir.
Sigma square I take common, so 1 plus this sigma is there, so therefore I take sigma on there and the down. Fine. Now this sigma L by E, I replace it by what? Because delta is equal to sigma L by E, so therefore sigma L on the denominator is going to be 1 by delta is going to be equal to E by sigma into L. Okay, so doing that, I'm going to get sigma I minus sigma whole square is equal to sigma square plus 1 plus 2H by delta. Okay, fine. So now what else I can do? Sigma I minus sigma, I remove square on both sides. Sigma I minus sigma is equal to sigma root of, correct? What do I get there? Root of 1 plus 2H by delta. Take the sigma to the right hand side and take common. Sigma is equal to sigma, okay? This sigma to the sigma root 1 plus 2H by delta. So therefore, your sigma I impact stress is going to be sigma 1 plus root 1 plus 2H by delta. Are you there with me? Is this visible for you?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Is it visible?
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what did I do here? Please see here, before noting down, I have taken a member. I have taken load W, which will be impacted onto the member through a height h. Because of this, the height difference, there is going to be velocity for the load, which will be applied onto this member. So because of the applied load at velocity, there is going to be deformation, and it is called delta I, and that is called impact deformation due to impact. And then this falling body possesses potential energy given by mg into h. This mg I replace it by w, and for this case, this height of fall will be totally becomes h plus delta I. And because of the load, the energy is absorbed by this member, and that is called strain energy given by sigma square by 2E into AL, which is called strain energy. And for equilibrium, these two, that is strain energy absorbed, will be equal to the potential energy possessed by the falling body. Then do simplifications, that is multiply and divide by 2E by AL, right? And remove the 2E by AL on left hand side, and then do smaller modifications, add sigma square over here on both sides, and do further simplifications. You end up with sigma I is equal to half sigma of 1 plus root 1 plus 2H by delta, where sigma I is called impact stress, sigma is called the static stress, delta is the deflection, that is static deflection, H is height of fall. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Please note down the complete derivation with sketch. Anybody? Any doubt here? Please
No,
note-
sir.
Please note down the derivation completely. From where this 58, I'm not getting that number at all. From where this 59 is showing, I don't know. When I count physically, it will be around 45, 48, like that. Answer your roll call. 1.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Yeah, please be alert and be quick. 2. Abhishek. Three.
Present, sir.
4.
Present, sir.
5.
Present, sir.
6.
Present, sir.
7. 8.
Present, sir.
9.
Present, sir.
10. 10. Nadella.
Present, sir.
Hey, get up, I say. Eh?
Sir, just got disconnected.
Right. 11.
Yes, sir.
12.
Present, sir.
13.
Present.
14.
Yes, sir. Present.
15.
Present, sir.
16. 17.
Present, sir.
Present,
Present, sir.
18.
Yes.
Present, sir.
19.
Present, sir.
20.
Present, sir.
21.
Yes, sir.
22.
Present, sir.
23.
Yes, sir.
24. Chaitanya. "25. Karamjit Singh. 26.
Present, sir.
27. Kiran V. 30. 31. Masin Omar. 32.
Present, sir.
33.
Present, sir. Present, sir.
Yeah, 33 is present, no?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, 34.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
big, I say. 35.
Present, sir.
Oh, Nikhil, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Where were you for last 5 classes?
Sir, I was ill, sir.
Before that also you had told, no? Before that I asked you, you said that only. You are ill for a long time now. Where do you stay, Nikhil?
No, sir. Last time I went to my village.
Where I say?
Sir, in Hassan, sir.
Huh?
In
Where do you
Hassan.
stay? Hassan.
Sir?
Where do you stay?
Sir, Dairy Circle. Near Dairy Circle, B. Katiyali, sir.
Yelahanka Dairy Circle.
No, sir. Hassan.
Hassan.
Hassan, Dairy Circle.
District or nearby village?
Yes, sir. Sir, nearby village.
36.
Yes, sir. 36.
Oh, very good. Nimmala Vagmesh. Good.
Yes, sir.
38. 39. Prajwal. 40.
Yes, sir.
41.
Yes, sir.
42.
Yes, sir.
43. Rakshit. 44.
Present, sir.
46. 47.
Yes, sir.
48.
Yes, sir.
49.
Yes, sir.
50.
Present, sir.
52.
Yes, sir.
53.
Yes, sir.
54.
Yes, sir.
Shivam Kumar,
Yes, sir.
note it down.
Yes, sir.
Where are you right now? Writing.
Sir, I'm at home.
Hey, writing, I say. Till what you are not.
Yes, sir. Sir, sigma is equal to the last line.
Sigma is equal to what? Read.
Sir, it's not clear. That's why I was waiting.
Not clear. For others?
Yes, sir.
Chinmayi, is it clear on your laptop? Chinmayi left.
It's clear, sir.
It's clear, huh? Hey, what I say? Huh? Simply telling, Shivam Kumar? Okay.
No, sir.
Yeah, fine. 55, 56,
Present, sir.
57, 58, 59, 60,
Yes, sir.
61, 62,
Yes, sir.
63,
Present, sir.
64, 65, 66,
Present, sir.
67. Saksham Singh. Chaitanya,
Yes, sir.
Madhiwal, Manishant, Ramesh, Shashank,
Yes, sir.
Akshat,
Present, sir.
Sautrik Rai,
Present, sir.
Mahimaraj,
Present, sir.
yeah, Srivatsan,
Present, sir.
Suman Xavier.
Present, sir.
Xavier, are you present?
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Madan Kumar, Manu,
Yes, sir.
Manu is there?
Yes, sir.
Oh, very good. Sarab Khan, Ganesh,
Yes, sir.
who is that?
Sir.
Ganesh sir is present.
Yes, sir.
Henry Ganesh, attendance contact escape ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ ಡೈಲಿ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರ್.
ಈ ಕತೆ ಎಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ? ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮೀಟಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ತರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಈ ಚೇಷ್ಟೆಗಳು ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಜಿನೈನ್ ಆಗಿ ನೆಟ್ವರ್ಕ್ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಓಕೆ, ರೈಟಾ? ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಅಟೆಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಲೆಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಡೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ. ಓಕೆ? ವಿಜಯ್ ಕುಮಾರ್.
Yes, sir.
Rishi, yes. Zahir Hussain.
Present, sir.
Zahir, noting down.
Yes, sir.
Could you just tell what that line is written? I couldn't understand. On the left side, third line from bottom.
Third line from bottom. On the right hand side or on the left hand side?
Sir, left side, sir.
Here.
Yes, sir, that one.
That is multiply and divided by 2e by al.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Others, please note down. Oh, I think time is up for next class. Please note down. Did you complete?
Yes, sir.
Anybody needing time? Anybody needing time? Chaitanya Vamshi, not answered, attendance.
Hello, sir. Sir, this is Rakshit, sir. Sir, I missed my attendance, sir.
No, I have taken. You said that. You have told. You are all come. Stop it.